No one knows where that treasure chest is but me.
Oh, there's a map. And the map is in Wyoming. Isn't that where the question came from?
Oh, fucking A.
It was. All right.
This
All right,
is
dude.
incredible.
All right, Jacob from Wyoming.
Yeah, you're close. Hey guys, I'm Jonas.
I'm Kelly.
That's Kelly. And this is I Don't Have Time to Google That Shit. You guys know the deal. Every week, send in your questions to searchthatshit@gmail.com. And that's fully spelt the normal way with an I, not an asterisk.
Searchthatshit@gmail.com. We get your emails and we read them on air for you guys in podcast form and in YouTube. Check us out, either one. And yeah, pretty easy. You know, we answer your questions. We do what you guys can't do. You don't have time to Google that shit.
Exactly. You're busy. You've got jobs. Well, hopefully you still have a job. But we're here to answer your questions.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of that, not working during all this rain is quite frustrating. But it made me think the other day about a kid I saw 2 weeks ago. Do you remember, did you ever have fun in the rain as a kid? Would you go outside?
Definitely. I can still that moment that it starts raining in the summer when it's warm and you can smell the pavement. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
right?
there's kind of steam coming off the road.
That's that is childhood in my eyes.
And maybe a little bit of sunshine somehow cutting through, but it's raining still. Those are beautiful times.
Definitely.
Yeah, I saw this kid the other day when I was coming out of the park, and it was a truly amazing sight. So off in the distance, I saw a kid alone. His mom was 50 feet away on her phone, and he was wearing a Chewbacca costume, a zip up onesie that was all furry.
This was coronavirus time?
Yeah.
Maybe he was using it as a mask or something?
Keep people away. Oh, no. So it didn't cover his face. It had a hood, but he had the hood down. But it was furry, and it had that ammo belt that Chewbacca wears.
Yeah, that thing is sweet.
And he was wearing big-ass, rain boots. And he was in this puddle of mud just stomping, smashing around, picking up huge chunks of mud and just throwing them in the air.
Oh, my God. He got yelled at so good when he went home.
But it was incredible. His mom was just sitting there this is what he likes to do. Just go ape shit in the mud.
I hate that even more. It's Mom, your kid can't act like that. When he becomes an adult, we're all fucked. That's what's happening right now is people are pissed at, millennials that are fucking crazy. And it's the parents who are yelling about the millennials are the ones that raised the shitty millennials to jump around in puddles. Your kid can't jump around in a puddle. That kid, when he's old enough, is going to be a shit member of society. He's going to bring only negative. He's going to piss everyone off that he sees. The mom's standing there?
Yeah, I mean,
come on.
She seemed to be letting him get out his energy.
Jesus.
By making mud pies and stomping in the puddles.
That mom's definitely a mom who had her kid on a leash when he was 2 or 3. You ever see those moms with the leash kids?
I actually have.
Oh my God.
It's been a while, but I thought it was pretty humorous.
They tie the kid off in front of the convenience store when they go in, because, obviously a sign says no kids with leashes. So yeah, it ties him off out front and goes in. But I mean, come on, your kid doesn't have to be on a leash. Don't let your kid jump. You know what I mean? I could be off.
No, I hear what you're saying. Especially the most hilarious part is that parents are complaining about millennials and they're the ones that raised them.
Yeah,
it's you did this.
You did. You
gave them all the things they
responsible.
wanted. You let them watch all the dumb TV that made them think they could be a YouTube kid star or something.
Yeah, they just coddled them and said no one's gonna hurt my little baby. No one's gonna hurt him. No one. Everyone, get away. He's gluten-free. Get away. He's my little baby. And then, he goes to college and he's like, why is shit tough? Mom. Why are things hard? Yeah.
No, you're right. The coddling is definitely a problem. That's why I really feel lot of my friends right now are having kids, and they've mostly been talking about what they're going to do to move to get into like the best school systems or send their kids
like
to
elementary school.
From the get-go. Send their
that's
kids
a big factor,
to private schools. I am of the opinion that, I mean, you definitely don't want your kid in a total shit, overpopulated, understaffed school. But I think your average public school, as long as you're active in your kid's life, it's a good thing for them to go where there's a lot of diversity, a lot of different levels of economic strata. And as long as you're involved and you like meet your kids' teachers and make sure they're not with people who just roll the card in and watch a movie every day.
Yeah. And I don't think, I mean, I couldn't agree more about the school. Like people paying college tuition level fees for these private schools.
Oh, it's insane.
Like it's almost like some parents use that, and this is not, everyone obviously. But like you can be a good parent and have your kid go to public school and raise a great kid. It's like, I don't feel like doing the good parenting thing, so I'm going to have the private school make up for that. Yeah. So I'm going to be a shit parent, but private school.
Yeah. How about even worse, fucking boarding school?
Oh my God.
Like I really am going to not have my kid in my life for 4 years.
That's like only on a level of like, money doesn't matter. Yeah. You're definitely going to go to Harvard.
Yeah.
So this is going to dramatically help you get into Harvard and go to law school. The kid's like 12. And you're like...
And he's already got his life mapped out.
His life planned out. Let the kid do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah. And at the very least...
Except for the puddle.
Yeah, no Chewbacca fucking costumes. And no mud pie puddles.
Don't let your kid jump in a puddle in a Chewbacca costume.
During a pandemic. I love you pointing that out. We're talking to you, lady.
Don't.
Imagine if she listens to this.
Yeah. She's like, Jeremy, get inside.
I heard on the YouTube didn't like what you were doing.
Oh, yeah. If we have that kind of reach, there's no way unless we go like put a letter under a door or something.
We'll give you guys an update if she reaches out to us.
Yeah, we'll let you know. We'll let you know on that. All right, what do you think? Should we jump into the questions?
Yeah, let's do it. So,
all right, sweet.
Thanks for sending in your questions, guys. Again, search that shit at gmail.com.
And always try to remember to leave your name and where you're from. We would appreciate that. But yeah, keep the questions coming in to searchthatshit@gmail.com. All right, what do we got?
All right, so let's see. Here we go. Yo, yo, yo. Please let me get on the show. You're on the show.
Boom.
Has anyone ever found buried treasure? I really, 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 really want to find a treasure. Any suggestions on my badass bros? Oh, no. Any suggestions on my badass bros? We are badass. Thank you.
Oh, of course.
Keep up the good work, Jacob from Wyoming. That is something I definitely don't know much about. Like... Obviously, you've heard the tales of sunken treasure on ships, and like people with enough money to send out like scuba expeditions will go try to find it.
So fun. I've seen a few like Discovery Channel things like we're looking for the treasure, but it's like you're watching it at like noon on like a Tuesday or something, and you're like, it's not going to end in them finding $1 billion. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like the search for like Bigfoots. It's like, all right, we're on a search for Bigfoot. I'm like, if you found Bigfoot, I would have known about it. I don't have to watch the 48-minute special. It would have been
a headline. Very good point.
I would have known about it. So it's a bit anticlimactic, but I've seen those shows. It sounds fun as hell to search for these things.
I have heard before in the past of a couple different like authors, really smart people who clearly just love puzzles, who supposedly have like buried treasure somewhere around the world. And it's like, if you read my book, all the secrets finding my treasure are in there.
That is awesome. So in theory, so you think there are like purposely buried treasures that we could potentially even find?
I feel like I heard about one. Yeah. And I might have even tried to maybe like Google like the book, and then like I think I read the dude's bio, and I was like, this man is insanely intelligent. I'm not going to figure out his puzzle.
like he came up with the like I don't know, the one like equation or secret that's like wrapped into all of his paragraphs.
Yeah, like you're gonna have to understand that this metaphor here relates to Geoffrey Chaucer's story, and when you read that story, it'll guide you to the part of the world that you're gonna start this whole puzzle in.
You know what? It's funny you saying that, because that is sort of, even in movies, it's like you got to solve this crazy riddle. I don't know if I want to do that one. I want to do the one where like... I can't even
do like a Saturday New York Times crossword puzzle.
No, of course not. I want to do the one where like, you have a map, but you can't really tell on the map. And then you have to like try to guess where it is on the map, and then you get to dig a bunch of times. You know, the non-riddle version of the treasure hunt.
Yeah. It's just going to result in tons of holes in one.
Yeah, exactly. That's, that'd be fun as hell. Actually, that movie, Holes, they were looking for a treasure.
I never saw it.
Oh, shit, dude. You got to see Holes.
That was Shia LaBeouf's Humble Beginnings.
Yeah, that's a really good movie.
I do remember people liking that movie.
We should watch this. We should watch that right after this.
I'm down.
All right. This is a great question. You guys, keep those. What is it, Jacob?
Yeah.
Jacob from Wyoming. Keep these coming. It's fantastic. All right, let me Google. Like these treasures have to have, people have to find treasures at some point,
Yeah.
Like, why don't I search like, what big treasures have been found?
What big treasures have been found?
All right, let's see. Treasure of how about this one? The Treasure of San Jose lay.
Okay.
And that's capitalized. It must be something. Undiscovered for hundreds of years, and it's worth billions.
Whoa.
Perhaps one of the most impressive treasures to have ever been found was aboard the Spanish galleon known as the San Jose.
This is so funny because these are all just towns and cities in California now, but they had real
historical significance. Good point. Yeah, it was a Spanish ship called the San Jose. The wreck was found at the bottom of the Caribbean off the Colombian coast 307 years after it sunk.
Wow. When was it found? Let's see. The publication notes that the ship sunk during a battle with the English, and the haul of gold and silver was worth billions.
Worth billions of gold, silver, and emeralds. They were from the mines of Peru and headed to Europe to help aid the War of the Spanish Succession.
Dude, you know what's really crazy?
Awesome, man.
Think of how much the world has changed in, all of the time we really know about, right? Like so much of culture and the things we do have changed. But gold and silver and precious gems have always been a constant.
It is, yeah. No, it's
like
crazy.
Gold is important for thousands of years and still is today.
I know. That really is crazy. Like we make necklaces out of it and earrings, but somebody
who decided?
Who the hell?
The first one to be digging in a hill and be like, I kind of like the color of this shit. I'm going to take a bunch out.
Exactly. I'm going to try to,
bang it into shapes that I like.
Yeah, that is crazy. And for a metal or a diamond or something to be worth something at some point is like supply and demand.
Yeah.
Like, there's not that much of it.
Commonly agreed upon. I remember when
it looks nice. And it probably has to look nice. It can't be ugly. And there's probably tons of things that look ugly that are rare. And we're just like, I don't fucking want that.
This was one of the first thoughts I ever had as a kid that I feel like was like a intellectual thought. When I was first learning about gold, I was like, it's only worth money because it's rare. Like, so does that mean like some endangered bat's shit is worth money because it's rare? It's like, guys, check it out. I got this bat poo.
Exactly.
There's only like 10 pounds of this bat poo in the world.
That was the first intellectual thought you remember having.
Yeah. I felt like it took my brain opened that day.
I know. You ran home from playing with your friends with a pocket full of bat shit, and you said, Mom, we can do it now. We can buy that car that you and Dad have been arguing about. Take my shit. It's rare.
That's fantastic.
Worth billions. If there's if there's a treasure map somewhere that's a non-riddle based treasure map, I want. How about this?
Start
an
on
80,
that.
and this is what you were talking about too. An 87-year-old man, an 87-year-old millionaire, buried treasure in the Rockies,
and he's offered one main clue.
And he's offering clues somewhere in the Rockies, in roughly 1,000 miles between Santa Fe, New Mexico, and the Canadian border. Oh shit!
Oh,
so a decent area.
Miles.
The man claims to. There's a treasure chest worth millions. The man who claims to have hidden the fortune back in 2010 is Forest Fenn, now an 87-year-old former Vietnam fighter pilot and art dealer. Fenn estimates that as many as 350,000 people have gone hunting for the treasure, he tells CNBC, adding that there's no way of knowing whether anyone has actually even gotten close.
It could be found soon or 1,000 years from now, he says. Wow. No one knows where that treasure chest is but me.
Oh, there's a map. And the map is in Wyoming. Isn't that where the question came from?
Oh, fucking A.
It was. All right. All right, dude.
Incredible.
All right, Jacob from Wyoming.
Yeah, you're close.
There's a man named Forest Fenn. You need to... Oh, I was confused. I was going to say read his books, but that was the one that you were saying. Yeah. This guy's just a dude that hit it. So they're showing a map. It's called... The map says, "The thrill of the chase. Forest Fenn's hidden treasure is somewhere to be found within the highlighted region of the Rocky Mountains on this map," which is...
And then he's got like a poem, a long sonnet thing on the side, which I gather probably contains the hints.
It has to.
Or is encrypted in some way that if you figure out the code, you can decipher.
But to try to, the map is of a narrow highlighted area stretching from New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, and Montana. But Wyoming is dead center in this thing.
Whole Rocky
and
Mountain chain.
Jacob from Wyoming is the one that...
Yeah, you're in the epicenter, man, Jake. So you got to get on here and read this little map and poem.
It's got to be in like a cave somewhere, right? Like a badass cave.
I would think so, right? I mean,
like if it's in the Rocky Mountains. If it's in the mountains.
If you're going to take all this time to bury millions, you got to make that reveal something amazing.
Yeah.
It's not like just behind a tree.
Yeah, it's crazy.
In a bag.
Yeah, he says, "Read the clues in my poem over and over and study the maps of the Rocky Mountains." He also said,
"Try to marry the two.
Try to marry the
out
two.
There waiting for the person who can make all the lines cross in the right spot."
Man, he's dropping some hints. I gotta look into this a bit more.
How cool will it be to find out if Jake finds this thing?
Oh my god. Jake sends us an email like, "Thanks guys.
I'm rich.
I'm rich now, bitch." And I appreciate that.
That's fascinating.
That is, it's crazy. So yeah, I think it's really fun that people are setting up treasure hunts for people. That's fantastic.
So cool.
This guy's just chilling. He's 87 years old. He's chilling on his recliner sofa chair, just, with his Manhattan in one hand.
Yeah.
And his adorable 14-year-old dog next to him, who's just like the hair's starting to fall out. And he's just enjoying life, He's like,
you know what?
Fuck,
How
man.
can I have some fun and challenge people?
Yeah.
With a great reward. Think about it. If you were really rich, like I feel like every billionaire should mandatory have to bury a treasure and come up with a puzzle. If I was Jeff Bezos, I'd be putting them everywhere.
You have to.
It's like, all right, Elon, make us a good puzzle. I wouldn't be able to solve any of those guys' puzzles. What billionaire would probably be not smart enough, and it would be easy to find? Some dumb billionaire. Kylie fucking Jenner. Kylie Jenner sets one up and it's like, all right, listen to this Katy Perry song. The third verse will tell you where to go. It's like, all right, she said LA, so it's in LA. It's like, then think about burritos. It's like, oh, it's in the back of this burrito shop in LA.
Amazing.
Wait, we found it.
Which Jenner was that?
Kylie. She's the one who used to look like a normal white girl and now looks like Kim Kardashian via, I'm guessing, lots of procedures.
All the Kardashians tried desperately hard to look as much like Kim as possible.
Kendall is the only one that doesn't. And I feel like she's the most attractive one.
Is she the one that became a woman and was a man?
No. Yeah. Caitlyn is the hottest by far.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, Caitlin's obviously the hottest.
But Kendall doesn't really look like the others. She looks more like her mom. Whereas all the others kind of look the same, it seems. But Kylie's transformance was... Why am I talking about this?
You know what?
I know too much about the Kardashians. It's not okay.
Did you used to watch the show or something?
No, I never did. But
I just research them daily.
I scroll enough news that, you know, they're popping up.
I just came across this, and I think I've heard of this. Have you ever heard of geocaching?
I have. I've never done it. My buddy Brad was doing it a while back when I first got popular. Yeah, geocaching.
Geocaching. So if you guys haven't heard of this, it's a so I don't know if do people do it or the company does
People do it.
All right, so people set up little hunts, and then it's like an app. So we would get it, and we'd be like, all right, we're going to go do this today.
Yeah, people keep like a little keep like a little treasure box somewhere, and you get to go and find it. And I think the rule is you're supposed to put something in if you take anything.
Oh,
so then it's kind of like you're playing a game and you're having some fun, and you're keeping it going. It does sound like a lot of fun. It's a way to make like a hike or a camping trip a little more exciting.
Hell, we should do this.
Yeah, I think all you need is a GPS device. Probably like a good one that can do longitude, latitude stuff. Because I think that's usually how they do it. But I've never participated, so I don't know.
Well, look at this though. They're obviously enticing us to. Yeah, they're obviously enticing us to try to want to do it. But so we live in Providence, Rhode Island. It says we're in the town right next to Providence, East Providence. It says there's 3,587 of these in East Providence alone.
I am blown away.
That can't be true.
We're going to have to go out right after this and find some.
It's like I should have stumbled upon
There's probably one right outside the window.
Yeah, exactly. There's probably one in this room.
That's a lot of... Maybe that means how many times people have visited the ones locally. How could there possibly be 3,500 different
I don't know.
ones?
Maybe there's a ton of them, but yeah, if you guys want to do like a fun, actually, this wouldn't be a bad thing to do in the coronavirus time either.
That's true, yeah.
It doesn't involve getting to...
You don't have to get close to people. You could probably be in nature or something.
Yeah, so you can do your own little treasure hunt. If you know at the end of the thing, it will be like, just part of the fun of the hunt. Or Jacob from Wyoming, you live in the sweet spot to get Forest Fenn's millions.
Yeah, man.
You gotta go. You gotta at least try.
It's true.
I don't know how you try it. Through the Rocky Mountains and I don't know how you just give it a go.
Read that poem a lot.
Exactly. All right, sweet. Well, that was a good one. Keep those questions coming. That was a good question. Yeah.
I think I'm going to start geocaching. Thanks, guys. All right. Let's go on to the next one.
Next one up.
So, let's see.
What do we got? Next question up.
Hey, I don't have time to Google that shit, guys. I hope you're having a fun day. I'm too busy with my crazy job at the mall to research stuff. But I hear music all day and love all the great songs from the past and today. All right, music fan.
Nice.
I guess I'm a hopeless romantic. My boss recently told me that most of my favorite songs from different artists were actually written by the same handful of people. That sounds crazy. I want to know more about this wizard of pop songs behind the green curtain. Thanks. Selena in Atlanta.
All right. Selena Gomez, thanks for... Selena from Atlanta. Is Selena Gomez from Atlanta?
I don't know.
All right. We don't have enough time to Google that right now.
No.
And
that's not what this Selena wants to know.
All right. So she's... this one's... people are writers of songs. Yeah, you know what? I've heard that too. I find that to be manipulating. I feel like when you put out a song, I don't know. To me, when I found this, I found out that certain people write pop songs for pop stars. I felt like that's shitty for the pop singer. It's like Like, how many people know that? You're manipulating us all.
I think it's like a coming of age thing for most people where like you start to learn that that's either totally true or partially true about some of your favorite artists. But there are some people who go their whole lives and don't know it. I remember my friend's dad, who's a huge Aerosmith fan. Mm-hmm. We almost regretted telling him one night. We were all hanging out, and Aerosmith is a band that has obviously always been huge, but right around when they had their resurgence in the 90s with songs like Crying and Amazing and stuff.
Oh yeah,
they were now just using songs written by other people. And when we told him, he was devastated. He was like, Aerosmith?
That is
those
a surprising
are my favorite songs from the 90s. They didn't write them. Like, it like hurt him in the heart to find out that, they were paying for quality pop songs written by. Because some people just have the knack, They might not be a rock star or have a good voice, but they know how to write a catchy and or emotional song that just sticks in people's heads.
So do you know how it works?
Do I know how it works?
Yeah.
No. But I believe...
Like, if I wrote a song that I'm like...
This is a good song.
This is good, and I'm not a good singer. So you have to be kind of like a producer, too.
I think, yeah.
You gotta like...
And I think it still means you come from the ground up. Like, you probably have to go out to local shows and find a band that you think would perform your song well and be like, hey, I'll sell you guys this tune. And then if it starts doing well, maybe people will know, hey, this dude writes really good pop songs.
So you like get your name out there as
and then people I don't know people's origin stories for how they got into it, but
I actually heard this I forget what it was. I think it was a podcast that I was listening to that they were talking about how to manufacture the song of the summer. I think it was Planet Money, I think it's called. They were doing one that how to manufacture the song of the summer, and they like tracked how like you have to like.
Oh yeah, they were hitting like the
get
basic
like a
framework of like have a catchy chorus.
No, like the money logistics of it. Like you can't just put out like the best song is not the one that's going to become the most popular.
Right.
The one that has the most strategic and money backing it is going to become the most popular. So like if Rihanna wants to have a big song, what does that mean? Like, does she go in the studio? And this was actually telling me now, it was explaining now that I think about it, it was explaining how they have these days where like an artist will go and people who write songs will pitch these song ideas to Rihanna and she'll be like, no, maybe, no, that one sounded kind of cool.
Yeah.
Send me those two. And then she works with it and she's like, all right, I did like this one. And if they choose yours, you get fucking paid.
Right. Yeah, I know that's how it works with hip hop beats. Like I've seen plenty of behind the scenes shit where like Jay-Z's in Timbaland's studio.
That makes sense.
And Timbaland's playing on the series and then he's like, that one right there. And then he just gets in the booth and raps over whatever beat.
That makes a lot of sense. For the artist even. I mean, that makes a lot of sense for the artist.
Definitely. Shit. But yeah, most of your big pop stars, Britney Spears, even Beyonce Knowles, Madonna, name them. Christina Aguilera.
Beyonce's not writing this shit?
I'm sure she's written some, and I'm guessing a ton of Lemonade because that was personal shit. Most of them write some, and a lot of songs will be co-written by Christina Aguilera and Linda Perry or something. I know she's a famous one that has written a ton of pop songs for like 90s. Yeah, so she was actually the front woman of Four Non-Blondes. If you guys remember, so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get high, screaming some of my life, what can we have? Say, oh yeah. I can't play it on a keyboard. But yeah, she's written songs, I believe, for a lot of big time.
So that's Linda Perry.
Look at that, right off the bat. Beautiful by Christina Aguilera. That is a gorgeous song. And Christina did not write it.
Damn. But Linda could not have sung it. So it is sort of a mutual, I need you, you need me here.
So let's see some of the other ones there. Can't Let Go, Adele. So definitely Celine Dion.
Celine Dion.
some Gwen Stefani songs.
Alicia Keys. Superwoman. I feel like that might have been a big one. I don't really know.
She's got a lot of Gwen and Christina and whatnot.
So Linda Perry. So how much do you think, like, how much do they make? That's what I want to know. I
would imagine a lot. I imagine they probably don't give up any royalty rights or anything. You know? Maybe there's like I would imagine it's probably varies a lot depending on what kind of contract you draw up. Songwriters are paid.
Hey, do you want to read it?
Today?
If you find anything good. I don't know if it's that good.
No, that's not.
Yeah, it's tough.
Sometimes when we Google stuff, guys, we don't always find the greatest thing for you right off the bat, but that's how you know that we're just we're doing this with you.
Yeah. We don't we don't edit a bunch of clips together of us like, this is basically live. We fucking do it and we throw it up there.
Try real quick how much money to sell a song. Nah, that's not going to work. It's going to come up with a bunch of crap.
Highest paid songwriters.
Oh, there we go.
John Lennon.
Yo, Puff Daddy.
Sean Combs.
$825 million.
Michael Jackson.
Paul McCartney. So these are all the big dogs. But there's one other lady I knew who I was surprised I learned about recently who's wrote a ton of pop songs in like the 90s named Diane Warren. And I recently found it out because I listened to Because You Love Me, which I think was like a LeAnn Rimes song. And then I heard another song by another artist and it sounded very similar. And then I was like, I bet this is written by the same lady.
Diane Warren.
And oh yes, that's Celine Dion, Because You Love Me. But yeah, she's got, I believe, like over 20 or 30 like top 10 hits that she's sold to all different artists over the years, from Michael Bolton to Aerosmith. Yeah, she wrote Aerosmith's big, what's the one? I would close my eyes just to hear you breathing.
Really?
Watch you smile when you are leaving.
In fact, that's a weird, that's almost, I wonder if she was surprised that Aerosmith wanted that one.
Yeah.
Like that could have been like, I don't know.
Right.
Celine Dion.
Yeah.
Like if you're thinking about it like that.
It was, no, that's true. That would be a really interesting thing to know. Like who before Aerosmith got I Don't Want to Close My Eyes Because I'd Miss You Baby, who else refused it? And we're like, nah.
Yeah.
That song's not going to be the biggest love song of the decade.
Exactly. Yeah. So this is still Diane Warren. There's just a huge list.
Rod Stewart songs, Brandy, Edwin McCain.
Yeah, shit. Cher.
Ciara, Jennifer Hudson,
Gloria
Taylor
Estefan.
Dane, Cher.
So these must all be love songs.
Yeah.
She knows how to write a love song. And that's what the question was, right?
Yeah.
Specifically about love songs.
Yeah,
boom.
That's right. Yeah, she was a big fan of the love tunes. Yeah, so I'd say if you're interested, just go ahead and look up some of your favorite artists and see.
Yeah.
Don't get too mad about it if they're great performers.
Yeah, they're all frauds now. Now they know everyone's a fraud. Thanks for tuning into our show.
Especially if they dance while they sing. You can't expect them to also write all the songs.
Yeah. Or sing live, of course they're going to lip sync. Of course they're not going to write their stuff. They don't play anything.
But they win the awards. That's the craziest part. At the end of the year, they get to get up on the stage and accept a Grammy. I didn't do any of this, but thank you.
Oh, God. It's a good point. Although I feel like the music industry is such like a model, Yeah. Like you got the producer that makes this, or whatever. Like you got, all right, the famous person, Justin Bieber. Yeah. All right, Justin Bieber needs a song. He pays somebody to go get him a song. All right, you're going to sing this song. He sings it, and then let us do the rest. We're going to make a shitload of money off you.
Yeah.
You're going to make a shitload of money. Everyone's happy here.
Yep.
So they all have a mutual, they're also,
they're pushing the same direction.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's just a big model thing.
Yeah.
Where we know from a previous episode that they don't get any money for streaming shit. I know that.
That is true. That is not where the cash lies.
What episode was that? If they're listening, they want to check out. We did a whole question on how much do artists make per stream on Spotify and Pandora. Episode 2 or 3, somewhere in there.
You'll see it in there.
Yeah, go check it out. But that was super interesting.
Cool. Well, yeah. Thanks a lot for that question. I feel like we gave him as much as we could.
Yeah, definitely.
Songs are good. All right. We actually have a new sponsor today.
Oh, sweet.
Today's podcast is brought to you by flagpoles. Hey there, Americans. Do you have a flag and know where to put it? Try a flagpole. Available at most stores that sell other poles already. Well,
thank you, flagpoles.
It's pretty great. I actually do. I think there's a couple of pole stores around here, so.
Oh, nice.
Maybe we'll have a place to
You
put
have
our
to
flags.
go to the American flag pole store.
Yeah, we're not.
None of them foreign pole stores.
This shit's made in America.
Thank you to our sponsor, Flagpoles. We really appreciate it. I can't. Most days I have a flag and do not have a pole.
Yeah. So if you go to Flagpole store and type in promo code, Google that shit, you'll get 10% off.
Oh, yeah. Just please go to USA Flagpole is great. Not that foreign flagpole shit.com. And please put in our code. And I think, what percentage off was it?
10%.
10% off.
Yeah. But if you're a veteran, they'll give you an extra 10%. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's great.
Taking care of the
those
vets.
veterans, yeah. All right, sweet. Do we have another question?
We do have another question, yeah.
All right, let's jump into it.
Let's see. This one comes from Maine.
Hell yeah.
Hi,
hey,
guys.
Maine.
Love your show so far. Hey, thanks.
Thanks.
My question is about Jewish people. Somebody told me that Jews don't have to work or do anything on Saturdays. What's up with that? If I convert, does that mean I can get off work on Saturdays at my job? Because that would be awesome. Thanks a lot. Danny from Lewiston. Okay.
Danny. Thanks,
well,
Danny. Thanks for the question, Danny.
I got to say off the bat that I don't think it's very easy to convert to Judaism. And if you're doing it just to have Saturdays off work, you can probably find a faster way to not work on Saturday.
Yeah, well, you need a new job.
Yeah.
If you're considering just you can't work on Saturdays because you want to be Jewish. You definitely can't work on Sundays because you're gonna pretend you're Catholic as well. Of
on
course.
those days, yeah. My mom's
There's
Jewish.
gotta be just line them. There's gotta be tons of other religion days.
Yeah. So and definitely
or not.
In the Jewish religion, I think there's a lot of bigger holidays like Rosh Hashanah, which is I think in September or something. Everybody knows Hanukkah because it's around Christmas, so we think that's the big holiday, but Hanukkah's really not.
Oh, really?
They just kind of celebrate it because it's the holiday time of year. I actually don't know this for sure. I don't know many Jews, but I know that Rosh Hashanah is the big one.
And that's what happens there?
I don't know.
Is it on a Saturday?
No, but I'll tell you what. That's right. Let's get back to the question. So the Saturday thing, Walter Sobchak from The Big Lebowski was a Jew, and he was.
Which one's Walter Sobchak?
He's
Walter,
the dude's friend.
Oh yeah,
played by John Goodman.
John Goodman, yeah.
And he was some kind of Orthodox Jew who referred to Saturday as Shabbos. There's actually a really funny scene.
Here, let me see if I can try to find it.
All right. Any Lebowski
Shabbos
fans out there already know exactly what we're going to play for you.
Oh, here we go. I think I got it.
Here it is. He's explaining.
Well, we can't play too much of it, but hopefully we can get a clip of it.
Tell Lebowski.
Saturday, Donnie, is Shabbos, the Jewish day of rest. That means I don't work. I don't drive a car. I don't fucking ride in a car. I don't handle money. I don't turn on the oven. And I sure as shit don't fucking roll!
Don't fucking roll, as in bowling.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to call bowling rolling.
It is a nice way, yeah. Want to roll tonight?
Hell yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah, so there's apparently a certain section of Jews who observe the Sabbath or Shabbat, And on Saturdays, they don't engage in any kind of modern activities, like somewhat like an Amish sort of.
Oh, so it's like technology based kind of thing.
Yeah, like it's kind of, I guess,
interesting,
getting back to the roots of their religion.
I think that can be good.
Yeah, especially, I mean, nowadays I feel like everybody in the world could benefit from one day with no screens in their face.
Yeah, I feel like I think it would give you a different perspective on it. I think you might be like, damn, I actually really like the ability to Google something or call anyone at any time or do this.
Yeah, help you not take things for granted.
Because fucking Saturday, I was supposed to work. I didn't, obviously, because I'm Jewish now. But, like, if this person gets work off because they're Jewish on Saturday, they're absolutely going to be on their phone.
Yeah, they're just going to be playing video
games. If I know this guy, what's his name?
Danny.
If I know Danny's trying to get work off. Danny ain't exactly, not driving in a car.
No, he's going to Taco Bell and taking his haul back to his Xbox.
Yeah, and he's, he's going to go rolling with his friends.
Yeah.
Screw you, Danny. Actually,
no, we
like you. You emailed in. We appreciate that.
Dan the man.
You subscribe to the show, I'm sure. Listen, if you guys aren't subscribed, subscribe to the show, and boom, write us a little review. Just want to get that in there.
Yeah.
Before I forget. We usually forget that.
We do. We definitely want reviews, and we'll take the bad ones too. Tell us whatever you actually think, how we can improve, and don't forget to send in your questions.
Yeah. Well, if you have something negative to say, just email us. Don't write a review.
Oh, good point. Good point.
Yeah. That, only nice things, reviews.
We're going to
bad things, email. Yeah, we'll cut that. Yeah, I'm sure we'll cut that out.
Do we think we covered Judaism enough?
I think so. There's just one more thing I was curious about because circumcision is so closely related to Judaism.
Oh, yeah. What do they call it? It's a different word, right, than a circumcision.
A bris is the name of. That's right. I think a bris is the name of the ceremony. I think they still call it circumcision.
Right, but it's like a bat mitzvah is the birthday. A bris is the.
A bris
ceremony.
is when you're a kid. So as would be a baptism. Jewish people have a bris. And the only connection I'm making is the age of the child.
Yeah.
Not what happened.
It happens seemingly with clergy involved, and you're a baby.
Yeah, exactly. But dramatically different. I don't know a whole lot about either, but from what I do know, a baptism is a sprinkle of water on the forehead.
Yep.
So, the baby usually obviously hates it.
Fiji, they get high-end water.
No, yeah.
I'm kidding.
For sure, Fiji water. But a bris is, circumcised, cut, chopping the big snip.
Yeah.
With the little tiny baby snip.
Yeah.
But converting to Judaism made me Google, can I convert to Judaism without circumcision?
That would be crazy if as an adult you converted and you were uncircumcised.
Yeah, listen to this.
They made you do it.
If you're already circumcised, the rabbi says, a director of the Union
if you're
for
not
Reform,
circumcised.
This says if you're already circumcised,
forgive me.
You don't get circumcised a second time, obviously. If you're a man converting to Judaism and you're not circumcised, most rabbis and probably all conservative and Orthodox rabbis would require circumcision to an adult.
That's crazy. How many guys are going through that voluntarily?
Yeah, just to get Saturday off? It's like, man,
things you got to do so you can be a weekend warrior.
Keep your dick. I'm assuming there's no female equivalent to this.
I certainly hope not.
If Danny is a guy, this all applies. If he's not, he wants to be a female Jew. Is what I was about to say. Makes no sense at all, but.
All right.
I mean, I feel like we answered that one.
Yeah,
I think you need a new job, I would say.
Yeah, definitely put your endeavors into a longer or freer Saturday in another direction, and you'll be happier than becoming a Jew.
Exactly. But yeah, like we said, guys, if you have anything negative to say about the podcast, please email us. Yep. If you have anything positive to say about the podcast, please leave us a review.
Yeah.
And subscribe. And we really appreciate you guys listening, and keep those questions coming. Some really good ones today. Email in the questions to searchthatshit, SHIT, @gmail.com.
Hell yeah.
Boom.
Buried treasure, go find it, you'll be a millionaire. Geocaching looks fun as well. Lots of pop songs are written by different people than you expected. And Jewish people get Saturdays off, but you should probably find another way to get that day off. All right, thanks, guys.
All right, see you guys. Bye.
Bye.